Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith King, and today I got good news and I got some bad news for you. The good news is Spike has been awakened. The bad news is you may not want to awaken him. Well, why would I say that? Just absolutely why would I say you might not want to awaken Spike? Well, first of all, something very important has been taken from Spike. Second, his first active ability, it's okay. His awakening skill is okay too. It's not bad at all, but it's all right. It's just okay. Now, it bothers me because I don't get why he just isn't as good as he was on the original game. Why? But you know what? I'm not going to get into that, and I'll talk about that a little more after we take a look at Spike.
I was reborn with a warm heart.
Now, okay, he does not, let me just tell you, he does not protect anybody from debuffs anymore. Your entire team, you know that special buff that everybody uses Spike for is gone? That special buff that he has been known for since the beginning of Seven Nights? What has made Spike so popular? It's gone! It's not here anymore! You know, you have Spike on your team for a reason, right? You keep your Spike on there. Your 6-star, not awakened Spike. You keep him on your team because he's just such a powerful character. He has freeze. He has piercing. It's just everything about him is strong, right? And especially his passive. The increasing critical rate. That's something else they took away, which was the critical rate.
Ha! Judgment Day is here.
He increased the critical rate of all allies by 50%. He doesn't do that anymore either. Nope. Those two things that made Spike so popular, gone. He doesn't do it.
I was reborn with a warm heart.
Now, let me show you what they've replaced it with. Become immune to all damage 6 times. That's not bad. I actually like that. That's pretty much the same type of thing they had for him, for his awakened form in the Korean version. But this is what's been nerfed. For one hit, the damage received will not exceed 20% of his max HP. Okay, he did that too on a Korean version, but guess what he did after that happened? He recovered pretty much full health. Protects all allies from cooldown increasing debuffs. That replaces the critical rate. Okay, you got the 1 HP thing, pretty much the same thing as, what's his name? Ace. That's kind of what that is. It just says it differently. That was what replaced, protecting from all debuffs. So, just why? Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna stop getting angry. I'm gonna keep reading. Freezes the enemy for 2 turns at a certain rate when under attack. So? Okay, so? You need to stop getting angry, Wraith King. Stop! That's actually not bad. It's not bad. Unfreezes after 2 turns or when attacked, and additionally inflicts 100% damage afterwards while ignoring the enemy's defense. Also, if a frozen enemy is hit with another freeze skill, the enemy will receive 100% additional damage. That's not bad, I guess. It's not bad, but it's relying a lot on freeze from what I'm knowing, from what I see. That's what it seems to be doing, but freeze just isn't all that great. It isn't. And besides, does this freeze? Like, does Frozen Tempest freeze? Let's just take a look. Inflicts 1,500 fixed damage on 3 enemies with the highest defense 2 times. So it inflicts 3,000 damage. Reduces the enemy's buff to rotation by 3 turns. Decreases the recovery rate. I thought that was kind of Ace's thing, wasn't it? What happened? What happened? The original one was so much better. It had piercing. You know, I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop, okay? We're just gonna keep reading. I'll talk about all the things that I'm upset about after the review. Okay, severe cold or earthquake. This is okay. This one's pretty good. It's just a simple upgrade from the original version. The animation hasn't changed though. The animation for his first active has changed. We'll definitely be taking a look at that. But anyway, this inflicts 130% physical damage on all enemies 2 times. Freezes the enemy for 2 turns at a certain rate. Unfreezes after 2 turns or when attacked, and additionally inflicts 200% damage afterwards while ignoring the enemy's defense. Also, if a frozen enemy is hit with another freeze skill, the enemy will receive 100% additional damage. Critical hit will take effect. So yeah, it's just a simple upgrade from the original one. And that's not bad. That one's actually not bad. Now, his awakening skill, it definitely is not as good as it used to be. Now, there's opinions that I have as to why the Awakened Knights are not as good as they used to be. There's an opinion for that. I'll be talking about all of that at the end, but alright, what this does now is Crystalline Memory. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, because, again, I am extremely tired. Woo, I am very tired, my fellow gamers. I have been up all night waiting for this update, and I did not expect to be this confused. You know what, I'll talk about all of that at the end. It'll just turn into a super long video if I talk about it now. Crystalline Memory inflicts 2,000 fixed damage on all enemies 2 times. Freezes the enemy for 2 turns at a high chance. Unfreezes after 2 turns or when attacked, and additionally inflicts 300% damage afterwards while ignoring the enemy's defense. Also, if a frozen enemy is hit with another freeze skill, the enemy will receive 100% additional damage. Removes buffs. Wow, how exciting. Okay, this deals 4,000 fixed damage, and it has a high chance to freeze for 2 turns, provided they don't have a non-awakened Spike on their team. Okay. I don't know why I'm so angry. It's not that bad. You know what? It is bad though. It is, because this is what's so funny. If someone had a non-awakened Spike, the freeze would do nothing. Nobody would be getting freeze from attacking him. Nobody. Sorry for getting triggered, because I wanted to awaken Spike, but I can't, because I need that debuff protection. I need it. It's just something I just need. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, just put the Queen on your team, but I can't. That means I have to invest in awakening stones to awaken her. Not only that, not only just awaken her, but I have to level her up, which is a huge process, which I'm already working on Spike. So that means I have to find her 4-star. No, not just one. I have to find multiple 4-stars then to level her up, and then awaken her, and then replace Spike with her. That's a lot of resources. So most people who are using Spike right now, that just means they have to replace him with somebody else if they want debuff protection. Because that's what most people are using Spike for, is his critical increase and his debuff protection. But they're just taking that away and making him a completely different hero now. He is not Spike anymore. He's Iceman now. That's what he is. He's Iceman and Cooldown Man. That's what he is now. I'm not getting mad no more. Chill out, Wraith King. Chill out. No pun intended. Definitely no pun intended. That would be awful. Okay. Okay, that's a really cool animation though. That is awesome right there. That hasn't changed. It would be pretty cool if they did change that, make it look a little bit different, but that's alright. Still an awesome animation regardless.
Is this mother's warmth.
I think I pronounced that awakening skill wrong. But you know what? I'm extremely tired, so I'm not surprised I pronounced that wrong. I am not surprised. But alright, here's my opinion on what exactly I think is happening with the Awakened Knights. Why are they weaker than the original versions of the Seven Knights from the Korean version? Hidden Masters. That's my answer. I feel like the Hidden Masters are just so strong, and don't get me wrong, I love the Hidden Masters. Ingrid is probably my favorite, and I don't think that'll change anytime soon, because I just love her style. She's just all around great character. I love her. But here's the problem. I feel like the Hidden Masters, they're powerful and all, they're great, but I feel like they're overshadowing the Seven Knights. They're so strong that they're becoming stronger than the main characters in this game. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, wait, I use the Seven Knights all the time. Well, why are they being nerfed and the Hidden Masters are just so powerful? And you have to use at least one or two on your team. Well, in the original version of the game, before the Hidden Masters were even implemented into the game, I'm talking years ago, before the global version even existed, the Hidden Masters didn't even exist. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, what? What Wraith King? They didn't exist at a time? Well, yes. Before the global version was released, this game right here, you see this game? This is not the original game. The original game was in Korean. And in the Korean version of the game, when everything was in Korean, the Hidden Masters just didn't exist. They weren't here. They weren't a part of the story. They were nowhere. They were just now implemented into the global version of the game. There's even a Hidden Master I was trying to get to. Her name escapes me right now because I've been trying to look for her everywhere. I've been trying to find out information about her. But anyways, my point is the Hidden Masters were shoved into the game because I feel like the global version just wanted their own heroes. They wanted something exclusive to the global version. And I feel like they made them just stronger than the Seven Knights. Now, first of all, this is called Seven Knights. This game is not called Hidden Masters. It's not. It's called Seven Knights. Seven Knights is made for the Seven Knights. When you make this Knights weaker than the Hidden Masters, that's just saying you might as well be calling this game Hidden Masters, because the Knights are supposed to be the strong ones. They're supposed to be the popular ones. Why nerf them? And I don't want to say it's because they just want the Hidden Masters to be the special characters here. They want those to be the most unique. They want those to be the VIP heroes, if you will. That's what I feel like they're supposed to be, and I don't like that at all. This is Seven Knights. Let the Knights be the VIP heroes. Let them be those really powerful heroes that the pros have to use. Because let me just tell you right now, I am not going to awaken Spike right now. Not in the condition he's in. The awakened form. Because, as I said, that means I have to change up my team quite a bit. Like, say I'm using a DPS team, which I'm not. This team I'm using right here is horrible. I just threw this one together, but I'm planning on making a DPS team. I don't know if I'm gonna do the death meta team for the global version, but since I am making one, that means I have to change up my critical rate. My critical rate is coming from Spike. He increases my critical rate by 50%, and he protects me from debuffs. That means I have to replace him with another character. If I do awaken him, that means I have to replace him with a completely different character that supplies me with debuff protection, and another character that supplies me with critical rate. That means I have to put 2 new characters on my team. So that's ridiculous. And in the original version of the game, Spike was just so much better, and so was the Awakened Delins. The Awakened Delins, this is coming from the original, this is the Korean version Delins. He reflected status effects, and he was immune to status effects, and his Deadly Strike debuffed the entire team by 1 turn. 1 or 2 turns, I'm trying to remember. I think it was about 2 turns. And the Awakened Spike Instead of just surviving with 1 HP, he recovered full health after he survived with 1 HP. And at the same time, he had all the passives his original form had. That means he had the immunity to all debuffs, he supplied that to the entire team, and he had the critical rate thing. On top of that, his awakening skill pierced, and it did more damage from what I remember. I think it did a little more damage. I'm not sure about that one, I'll be honest with you. It's been a while, but I do remember it did pierce. That is something it definitely did, and I do believe it freezed as well. Now, he was just all out stronger. Now, the reason he's weaker here, now, I know what you're going to say, oh, it's just because balancing, he's probably going to get updated. No, there's no balancing needed. Absolutely not. It's just because the Hidden Masters are here. They want them to be the strong heroes. And I feel like that's what the problem is. They just want the Hidden Masters to be the strong heroes here. Now, I don't get that. I just don't. This is 7 Knights. This is 7 Knights. Not Hidden Masters. You know what? I love this game. I do. And I love the devs. If you guys are watching, please don't take any of this to heart because I love you guys. You guys have done so much, really. You've brought a lot of joy to my life. You've brought a lot of smiles to my life as well. I love this game. It's great. I've had a lot of fun with it. This game has brought much joy to my life, but please do take this into consideration. I just want the Knights to be powerful, the way they used to be. Not so strong to where they're overpowered. Just make them the way they used to be. The original Delins. He sounds strong, but he was not overpowered at all. There were things that can beat him, and especially since the Hidden Masters are here, they could definitely handle the original version of Delins. And the same goes for Spike. You know, that's all the time I have left for this video, my fellow gamers. I'm sorry this dragged on for so long, really. I just had something to say about Spike, and I guess it just took forever to say. But anyways, that's all the time I have left. Remember to leave a like, please do comment, and please subscribe to my channel. I love uploading 7 Knights videos, and I love playing a ton of other games like it. So stay tuned, alright? But in the meantime, take it easy for me, and have a blessed day. Bye.